Listen to this. This was generated by the AI band The Velvet Sundown, and this specific song, Dust on the Wind, got over 1 million listens in the past month. It even briefly topped the Spotify Daily Viral 50 chart in the UK in late June, with the band having over 1 million monthly listeners as of this video. But how did it all happen? As a musician myself, I play around with nearly 100 AI music tools over the past year or so, and it always surprises me to see how many listens the top AI-generated songs get on these AI music platforms. But recently on Spotify, this AI band amassed nearly 10 million streams in just about a month. So I want to give a quick chronological rundown of how it all happened, but really show how the music is made and talk through other popular AI-generated songs out there and what this means for the future of music. So the band The Velvet Sundown released their debut album, Floating on Echoes, on June 5th, just about a month ago. And 2 weeks later, on June 19th, they released another one called Dust in Silence, with all the songs getting hundreds of thousands, if not millions of streams. But what people started noticing is that all the images look kind of AI generated. For example, taking a look at this image of the supposedly 4 members of the band, they look kind of too ultra realistic to be real. In fact, someone zoomed in on this other photo posted on the band's official Instagram page and found some mistakes in the photo, like this microphone cord going through the singer's sleeves or the guitarist's fingers being fused together. If we read through the member names too, Gabe Farrell, Lenny West, Milo Raines, and Orion Del Mar, they all sound kind of cliche, and nothing can be really found about them online. Their music also sounds kind of cliche. Reading through their old bio, it says their sound mixes textures of 70s psychedelic alt-rock and psych rock, yet it blends effortlessly with modern alt-pop and indie structures. It almost reads like an AI prompt, and that's exactly what they sound like. A folk-rocking 70s band, reminiscent of bands like The Eagles, Led Zeppelin, or Pink Floyd.
Welcome to the Hotel California.
Another really sus thing is that all the songs are around 3 minutes long, and many AI music platforms like Suno, Udio, or Refusion only allow songs around 3 minutes or shorter to be generated. A lot of YouTubers, journalists, and music streaming sites called them out, but initially they kept denying these claims. Though around a week ago, on July 5th, the band updated their Spotify bio, coming out that they're indeed AI generated, saying, "The Velvet Sundown is a synthetic music project guided by human creative direction and composed, voiced, and visualized with the support of artificial intelligence." And they have since then been demonetized by Spotify. But how exactly were they able to get so many listens on Spotify in such a short amount of time, despite never having existed at all before last month? People were suspecting at first that Spotify was behind it, since Spotify is known to pay songwriters to write songs and get them put on major playlists across Spotify to round out these playlists on playlists like Deep Focus, essentially creating background music for people to consume. And looking at Spotify as a business, it totally makes sense that they want to write their own songs and push them, since they currently rely on major artist songs on their platform to attract customers, and they pay a huge amount of royalties to these big record labels. But Spotify has since denied these claims, and let's say that was true. What likely happened was that The Velvet Sundown got a lot of listens by strategically sneaking on a lot of big playlists with hundreds of thousands of listeners. Then, as it got more streams through these playlists, it started getting pushed by Spotify, showing the song on people's Discover Weekly playlists, before eventually hitting #1 in the UK for a few days. Essentially, the band sort of hacked the Spotify algorithm and convinced it that it was worthy of being shown to more people. Given how big nostalgia is as a trend in pop music, as I've explained on a previous video here, perhaps that 70s sound from The Velvet Sundown, even though it sounded AI generated and bland to me, really resonated with some listeners, leading to good engagement and getting it pushed by the algorithm. Now I want to demonstrate how we can use AI tools to recreate a song like The Velvet Sundowns real quick, to further prove that it is AI. I'm using a tool called Refusion, but there are tons out there like Suno or Udio. So Velvet Sundown is actually releasing a new album called Paper Sun Rebellion. As of the release of this video, it should already be out like 2 days ago, but it's not out yet as the recording of this video. So I'm going to try to generate it and predict what it's going to sound like. And I'm actually just going to put in The Velvet Sundown's old bio as the prompt for the song and see how it turns out. So generate me a song called Paper Sun Rebellion that I'm going to copy paste in the old bio. So mixes 70s psychedelic alt rock, indie textures, shimmering tremolos, warm reverbs. Okay, let it generate. And part of the genius, while the song is generating, part of the genius of The Velvet Sundown is the marketing. So I'm going to come over to an AI image generation tool. I'm going to use Midjourney. It's a popular tool, but again, there are tons out there like ChatGPT. Go ahead and put in this prompt. I already got loaded up. So generally, album art, it looks like a map from a 2D simplistic video game beach map at sunset with no details, but in retro cartoon Ghibli style in first-person perspective, looking out at the beach. It's cool. So putting that artwork together with the song, we get something like.
Paper Sun Rebellion, rising up again.
Sounds pretty close to a Velvet Sundown song, in my opinion. That 70s folk psychedelic rock vibe. So again, as of the recording of this video, the new album, Paper Sun Rebellion, is still not out yet, so I still can't see the 13 songs on the album. So I'm gonna use ChatGPT to help me guess what the names of those 13 songs could be. I'm gonna put in, give me the names of 13 songs from a theoretical album called Paper Sun Rebellion from a 70s folk psychedelic rock band. Let's see what it comes up with. Just got the results back, and they sound super cheesy, kind of like the names of songs on other Velvet Sundown albums. Here we got like Mirror for the Moon, Glasswind Prophet, Velvet Ashes, Lanterns in the Fog. Won't be surprised if they use ChatGPT 2 to generate their song names. Now, just searching through the web, there are plenty of other AI-generated songs with hundreds of thousands of listens, if not millions. I think what's scariest listening through them is that a lot of these songs use actual voices by major artists like Drake, The Weeknd, and Ariana Grande. Here are just a few popular examples I found.
Got these girls on my track, like Selena, baby, on my Gina, baby, yeah.
The Ariana Grande one was especially realistic to me. When I first heard it scrolling through Instagram Reels, I thought it was real, and all three of the examples were generated over 2 years ago, so we can imagine it's already gotten better, and it'll just keep getting harder and harder to tell what's real in the years to come. Not to mention, with AI-generated images getting better too, pairing these AI-generated songs with realistic AI-generated imagery, maybe in the future there will be no way to tell besides with a computer program. In fact, the popular French music streaming app Deezer says that already 20% of the songs on the platform are AI generated, and that they do use an AI detection system and puts an AI generated tag on songs that are AI generated, so its users know. YouTube has also come out to say how they're actively demonetizing AI generated content, though they're not labeling or removing them per se. The Velvet Sundown is the first AI band to break through and notch a top 1 song on mainstream music charts. But going through social media and AI music sites, seeing all these other AI generated songs get hundreds of thousands, if not millions of plays, tells us that the Velvet Sundown won't be the last to cross over. If you're interested in learning about other music trends going on right now, check out this video where I go through the most popular singing style of the 2020s, why everyone's singing quieter. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.